Hi, it's Craig Meathrel from Strategic Wealth. Well, as a bit of a financial planning nerd, I do spend a little bit of time reading financial planning and retirement planning literature. And so this video, I thought I would share a bit on one of the books I'm enjoying reading at the moment, which really focuses on retirement planning from a non-financial point of view. So I'm going to take you through some of the key points and the bits that I thought were valuable to share. So let's have a look at that now. Now, the book I've been reading is The Keys to a Successful Retirement by Fritz Gilbert. It's about staying happy, active, and productive in your retired years, and it was released in 2020. Now, a little bit about the author. He hasn't been a financial planner, but he spent a lot of time thinking and documenting people's experience in retirement. And he has a blog called The Retirement Manifesto that he's been running for about 5 or 7 years. And that focused on helping people live a great retirement. Now, the book has 24 tips in terms of planning to have a great retirement. I'm not going to go through all 24 tips, but if you want to stop the video, you can have a quick look at the titles of each of those 24. Now, as I said earlier, it's mostly non-financial, but it does have a few financial tips, and they all align to certainly my thinking in terms of helping people get to a great retirement. When clients first come to see me, many of them have no idea what they're spending day to day, which makes it a little bit harder to start planning for their retirement. Because we do a lot of financial modeling and we use that number. So it certainly helps to track your pre-retirement spending to give you an idea of what you actually spend. And then it's useful then into determining, do you have enough to retire? And then how much can you spend in retirement? And when you put that through and determine some financial recommendations in terms of investments, Fritz also recommends a bucket system, which I do, which means there's some defensive assets and growth assets, which means you can draw on the defensive assets when the growth assets go through some wild periods of volatility and downturns, so you don't have to sell at the wrong time. Now, I'm going to cover off a few of the tips that I thought were relevant. Tip 2 and 3 were he recommends focusing on the type of life you want to live in retirement and let that drive your list of required ingredients. He's talking about ingredients because he does an analogy of, the retirement is this a cake and it's got this icing, which, the sweetness of retirement and how to enjoy your retirement. And certainly when clients come to see me, we do a lot of just talking about the goals clients want to achieve, what they want out of retirement. And we certainly put some financial numbers around that. Tip 3 was spend time thinking about the non-financial ingredients of your retirement. Because he says in time, you'll find them more valuable than money. It's because I think he's suggesting that some of the non-financial parts of life are often the most rewarding and the things that you remember in life. Tip 12 was quite an interesting one, because I do come across this in my discussions with clients. And this is about those people that have been both working or they've got a homemaker spouse and a full-time partner. And they've never spent a lot of time, they've never spent time together 24/7. So he recommends don't retire without thinking about how it's going to impact your relationships, because you've never spent as much time together as you will in retirement. So he recommends doing some thinking around it and plan for this new stage in life, because he said there is an increase in what he calls grey retirement, these people getting to retirement and finding out that they are less compatible now. And so people are starting to divorce a bit later in life. Now, tip 19 was about this recommendation that people should go and find their passion. And for some people, that's quite hard. They haven't determined what their passions are. And he was suggesting that rather than thinking about seeking your passion, ask yourself, what can I do with my time that's important? So just a different way of phrasing the question. And committing your energy to something that matters to you is the true icing on your retirement cake. So doing things that matters is going to provide the kind of satisfaction that you're going to find, that you want to find in retirement. Now, I've bundled tips 20, 23, and 24 together because I thought they're quite related. And it does feed into the last tips about finding your passion or what's important to you. And he's suggesting you throw as many things as possible against the wall to see what sticks. So give things a go, try things out and see what you enjoy. And of course, he's saying if something interests you, then explore it some more and pursue it and see if it does become one of your passions. And he said, never stop learning. Retirement doesn't mean giving up on learning, and you should cultivate your curiosity and apply what you're learning. And curiosity is an interesting thing. I think that's important across other parts of life. And his comment on curiosity, I thought was great, because curiosity will lead you places you never saw coming, and you're likely to discover something that you become passionate about. Passion and purpose will be the keys to unlock a truly great retirement. Now, the author's final message was, if there is nothing else you remember from this book, please remember the importance of spending as much time as possible planning your retirement. And I certainly couldn't agree more. I hope you enjoyed that summary of The Keys to a Successful Retirement by Fritz Gilbert. Now, if you're thinking about planning for your retirement, both financially and non-financially, please reach out and let's have a chat. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video.